Welcome to Divine Lotus Tarot. So I have a message. So this is a message where it feels like there is a masculine energy, okay, who's finally going to step up and come towards his Ruth. Because I heard, well, first of all, I heard Eye of Horus. Okay, so then I started to ask, okay, what does this mean? Tell me a little bit more. How does this relate to whatever message needs to come out? And then it started to get into the message pertaining to the biblical story of Boaz and Ruth. Now, this is interesting because we have the Five of Pentacles that come up, which would indicate that whoever this message applies to, you have been in a situation where you are being like looked at as Ruth, okay? Or your life could be mimicking the biblical story of Ruth, where maybe you're a widow, or you've experienced some type of hardship, or you were abandoned or orphaned in some form or fashion where you went without something that you need, and you're about to get justice coming by the form of this man who would be coming towards you, who is coming to you. He would be coming to you and he may be exemplifying the traits of Boaz from the Bible. So you can go do your own research further if necessary or whatever, if you desire to, when it comes to the story of Ruth and Boaz. But what I can tell you is that some key traits that I was able to find when looking this up myself was that Boaz was a devout man of God. Boaz was considered to be a very generous man. Boaz was also seen to be a very just man, which is also synonymous with this justice card coming up, and why this would be justice for you and what you have been through and the hardships and everything, because that would align with that energy. It also said that Boaz was humble and that Boaz had a sense of integrity. So I feel like for some of you, you are going to be coming into contact with this gentleman, okay, who is coming in to turn the situation that you've been in. Even though you've been through all of this, you still are coming up as the Empress energy, and maybe he's always okay. He's seeing you in that light, regardless of the hardships that you've been through, regardless of maybe other people trying to ostracize you or make you feel left out or make you feel less significant. Maybe there were people who've tried to make you feel like you don't belong where you are in life, or you don't belong in a family, or you don't belong in some type of situation. Like either you just don't fit in, or people have been trying to outcast you and make you feel like you don't belong, or people don't want you included. They keep trying to exclude you from something, but you are empress in your own right, regardless of your background, your social economic status, the amount of money you have in the bank account, or what you do for a living, or what your past has been saying about you, or the past things that you've been through. You are still an empress in your own right. And the universe is working in order to bring this man to you who's going to bring you justice, and he's going to be fair, okay? And he's going to treat you and give you the things that you're supposed to have that are rightfully yours, because you are his empress, okay? You are his match. So what I'm picking up as well too, for some of you, this definitely could be someone new, but I was more so picking up messages pertaining to, this could be someone who's coming back into your life, who sees that you are her, you are it. Essentially, this feels like a man who is just now being woken up to the fact that you are his wife. Maybe he never looked at you in that manner before. Maybe he never just looked at women in that manner before. But I feel like he clearly sees that you are someone who he holds the utmost respect for, and he wants to make like an honest woman out of you by marrying you. And it feels like this could be someone where maybe for some of you, you are like very like intuitive, or you just have a lot of common sense and wisdom, and maybe you were giving him advice and telling him like certain things, and maybe he was like trying to downplay that you didn't know what you were talking about, maybe while holding information back from you, and he knew that you knew what you were talking about. He just didn't want you to know that you were right. And or you could have been telling him things that were helpful for him that he didn't see until it was time for it to be revealed to him. So this could just be a situation where there were people in his life where you were just telling him like, you know, you may want to make better choices about the people who you're being around. And then he started to see that you were right. And I was getting the indication that this man is like coming to you, or he's going to come back to you, and he's going to be like, okay, baby, like, if you say you don't like that woman, we don't like that woman. If you say don't trust that dude, we ain't trusting that dude. If you tell me that my mama lying to me, I ain't fucking with my mama no more. Like, this is the type of dude where he's like, I thoroughly trust your wisdom, your guidance, your intuition, because you have not been phony to me. You haven't been leading me astray. Like, essentially, he sees that you don't have ill intent for him, and you never had ill intent from the beginning. So I feel like as well too, maybe for some of you, this person could have been under some type of like black magic. This could be somebody who did not believe in black magic. You know, maybe they felt like, okay, well, I don't believe in black magic or things of that nature, or nobody would be able to do that to me or whatever. But this person, it feels like this person is waking up. Okay. So for some of you, this person is coming from under some type of spell because they're finally seeing the truth about a situation. They also maybe connecting the dots and realizing like why certain things happened in a dynamic, and they're realizing like, okay, oh, because this and this is why this was not able to happen, or because I was messing with this person, or because this person felt some type of way, or this person knew I was interested in this person, and then these people started doing these things. Like, I feel like he's starting to connect the dots and see all the like maybe little integral pieces that was going on behind the scenes that he was not aware of. I feel like he's also becoming aware that maybe this is why a lot of people, like, if there's people that don't like you, or if there's people that are like, they feel some type of way about you, I'm hearing prejudice. You could have a lot of people who are prejudiced towards you. So they prejudge you without even getting to know you, or without even knowing you. Or they just feel some type of way towards you, because maybe you're not even aware of this, that people feel this type of way towards you, but maybe he was on the receiving end of hearing certain things about you, and maybe tainted him from wanting to deal with you, or why he stopped dealing with you, or from him coming towards you. But he took it as those people were trying to protect him, when in actuality, those people were just hating on you, and they were hating on the fact of you and him getting together, and how the two of you would actually be a very significant, powerful couple. So I feel like he's starting to realize now, like, oh, this is why this person gets so much like heat. This is why people feel some type of way about this person. This is why all these people kept trying to keep me from going towards this person. Or this is why there has been so much interference between me and this individual coming together, because I'm supposed to be with this person, because me and this person have a significant like dynamic, a connection. I just kind of feel like you've opened this man's eyes, and he is seeing things from a new perspective. Maybe he didn't want to really see things from your side or your point of view, or maybe he didn't realize that there were things about himself that he needed to change. You know, maybe he didn't realize that he was, not necessarily being the best man that he could be, or he wasn't following the characteristics and traits, like I said, some of the traits that I listed when it came to Boaz. And maybe he's realizing like this is the energy that he really needs to step thoroughly into to be able to have a successful, long-lasting relationship with you. And also that he does need to nurture you. He does need to protect you. Because I'm feeling like his energy more so now is that he gonna ride with you till the wheels fall off. And he is ready to go to war, literally, with anyone who comes against you, because he believes in you and him and y'all relationship that much so. And he just sees himself as having true love with you. He sees you as being the one who, like, when it all else fails, that you got his back. Like, I kind of feel like I said, I feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be a person that's coming back into your life. So you already would have some type of established connection and relationship with this person for some of you. But it kind of feels like this person had to see, essentially, when all else went wrong in his life, you were not the person who was a problem. It was other people that was around him that was either contributing to him not being a stand-up man, being responsible, holding him accountable, you know what I'm saying? Letting him do what he wanted to do, or just not making him want to step into a position where he felt he needed to be an honest protector, responsible leader to be in charge of a household. And I feel like he's starting to see that there are things about you where you don't allow yourself to be disrespected, and he sees this as an honorable trait in you, and this is why he is coming to marry you. You also could have lit a fire under him that made him realize that, this is a relationship that he does take serious. And I feel like even if this is a person where you were initially dealing with him, regardless, he felt a connection with you when he first met you. He just didn't tell you that. But I feel like between things that have transpired between you and him, he sees now more than ever that, he needs to take drastic measures and initiatives to come towards you, to be with you, and that you deserve that. I feel like he's just in a energy now where he just kind of gets a different perspective about a lot of things. But I feel like a lot has had to happen. For some of you, this is gonna be some person who you may not have been in contact for a while. For some of y'all, because your connection was so close, you may not have even known this person for that long, but a while for you could be, a few days to maybe a few months or something like that. It may not even be like that long of a time period, but I just kind of feel like there's a lot that has shifted in this person's life within that little bit of time. It's almost like you made a huge impact in the individual's life from the moment he met you to maybe the last time that y'all were actually in direct correlation. Like, a lot has shifted and changed in his life, and I feel like he's had a lot of time to deeply reflect on things that have happened. And the beautiful thing about it is, for those of y'all where it ain't been that long, like it ain't been years, that's a good thing, that it didn't take him that long to realize that you are the one for him. So that should be at least one indicator for you all to keep an open mind, you know what I'm saying, and stay like optimistic about the situation. Because some of you may just feel like, considering what transpired between you and this gentleman who's coming towards you, it may make you feel like you don't want to deal with him. But I also feel like maybe you should just kind of have an open mind, okay, and maybe hear this individual out, because I do kind of feel like this person's perspective has really changed a lot, even if it's been in a short period of time. I always have to try to keep reminding myself that it is possible for people to change if they truly, truly, truly desire to change. A person who really, really, really wants to change can make drastic, significant changes in a very short amount of time. Like, and I have to tell myself that because I know that that's possible with me. So I know if I can do it, I know there at least has to be other people out there who's able to, like, when they really put their mind to something and they want to like really change and shift, they can do that. Because then that way you don't attract to you people who are just not in alignment with you. So if you feel like nobody has the capability to change, but you know that you've been able to make changes in your life, then that would be you saying like it's not true. But you've done it. So it's like it has to be true, because you can at least count yourself as one person that you're a testimony for that. So because you're able to do it, there has to be other people who would be willing to, or who are able to do it if they really want to. So I say all that to say, you may just want to consider the fact that this person has actually changed for some of you. Like, it didn't take this person long, and that's actually a really good thing, especially for like people who are very impatient. And like, you're the type of person like, well, if you didn't apologize to me like the moment that you fucked up, you know what I'm saying, I'm done with your ass. You know what I'm saying? It's like some of y'all can be very like, I'm done with you. Like, no, like, it is what it is. You did what you did. That's the consequences type of energy. But I kind of feel like this is good that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, just consider that as well too. When this person comes back to you, consider the fact that it didn't take that person years. Okay. It didn't take that person that long. Like, yeah, the situation may have been messed up that they put you in, or whatever transpired between you. But I also just maybe you just might want to consider, like, the two of you may need to really talk to each other. Okay. But I do see the two of you coming up as a matching pair, not only here with the Empress and the Emperor energy, but I see the two of you are coming up very compatible with the King of Sides energy. So maybe both of you have been through divorces. Either both of you are widows, or one of you is a divorcee, one of you is a widow. But I just feel like both of you have been through situations where you've had to like cut people out of your lives, and that has given you a better perspective on the things that you will and you won't tolerate moving forward. And that's what makes the both of you so greatly compatible as well too, is that the both of you just really connect to each other when it comes to like I'm hearing like the two of you may be able to read each other's mind, but like intellectually the two of you stimulate each other, and that is a great connection to have. because you will always be able to at least find some type of great common ground, or you should be able to like establish a better sense of communication with each other moving forward. Maybe before, if the two of you didn't have the best communication, maybe this is a great indicator that the two of you will be able to communicate very well with each other. Or if you never had someone who you could communicate very well with, well, this would be somebody who would be on the same intellectual level as you. So it's not going to be someone who is going to take long to get stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like if this person tells you something, you'll be able to process it quickly and be like, oh, okay, like I see what you mean. And this person will be able to be like, okay, I can, see how you felt in that situation, or I can see how this, led to this and that. But it's like, I think maybe another thing to consider when it comes to the two of you, because both of you are so like cerebral. Anytime I see the swords energies, I feel like both of y'all just need to realize that you have to process and take your own personal time to reflect on the things that transpire between you. But communication is going to be very strong, and y'all need to make sure y'all always communicate with each other. I just don't think it's good for any couple, especially a married couple, but any couple, or any just relationship that you have with somebody that you actually value. It's not good to listen and allow outsiders to intervene in that. I feel like the two of you need to always just keep it a priority in your relationship to be honest with each other, okay? And to just keep open communication with each other, because I feel like that is going to just save you, both of you, a lot of like headaches and arguments and things of, or nasty arguments. um but I feel like a lot of you will be able to come to great agreements with this individual, and you'll just have somebody who thinks like you, who understands you, who you can relate to and talk to, or you'll have similar interests and things of that nature. But I just feel like it's a nice relationship. For those of you who have been looking for your Boaz, he's coming.